Well, race fans, it's finally that time. The last race of the afternoon, it's the big boys. This, I think, could be a very, very good race. There may be only four Pro 2s, but they are a very talented foursome. Here's our lineup as they come out onto the track. Second in points last year in 2021, and one of the most talented young drivers you're going to find in Pro 2 anywhere in the country. From right here in Southern California, the 78 of Ricky Gutierrez. Outside of him, another young gun. I believe this is probably the first time he's not counting practice or qualifying. This is the first time under race conditions that this driver has been into Pro 2. Very, very talented pro-like driver. The name is synonymous in short course off-road racing. Synonymous with Polaris. Ladies and gentlemen, from right down the road in Riverside, California, the 52 of Ronnie Anderson. Row 2 inside. Row 2 inside. That black Chevrolet. Very, very cool story behind that truck. We'll get into it later if I'm able to. It's the 76 of Mason McCarthy. And outside of him, you can't miss those colors because they don't run. Ladies and gentlemen, running the U.S. Air Force logo, the 13 of Brandon Sorensen. All eyes right now are on Gary Lane in that 4-seat Razor as he goes through turn at the final corner, and we'll pull off the track, and then we're Pro 2 racing. Upwards of over 900 horsepower each. 2-wheel drive, full size. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going green.
And 3, 2.
No! Well, and Ronnie Anderson gets shuffled to the outside as he's getting lost in all the roosts of the 3 trucks running up front. Ricky G with the whole shot. And McCarthy running in second.
And Sorensen doing a great job there as he slides it up there. Ronnie Anderson tucked behind that NOS Energy machine there. Be a good underneath his tires and trying to chase down that U.S. Air Force of Sorensen. McCarthy trying to be too fast, too furious. There's a clue. Great shot now overhead by our drone as we're watching the action. Out there following the number 13 of Sorensen.
You see so many different ways of thinking of how to set up these trucks. You see the guys from Ricky G's team have that truck sitting so low.
And that's really what we were talking about earlier. A little over rotation by Sorensen, but it's the trucks used to be a lot higher. Now the mindset, lower, still got the suspension travel, but lower center of gravity.
But they've got it set up. I'm going to use this as an analogy, like a Corvette. Low and able to handle the turns. It's a ton more shock work. But then you look at McCarthy's truck. Sits a little bit higher, a little bit more body transfer or weight transfer from side to side, back to front. But you look at Ricky's truck, there's a ton of weight transfer front to rear, a ton of it. But then now you look at McCarthy's, look how his leans, the side bite.
4-year-old truck. Technology changes just every time we turn around here.
And boy, Anderson's having all kinds of issues over rotating that truck. And like I say, I believe this is the first time he's been in that truck under race conditions.
I think we had him once before the regionals, before you started back with us. When it was Lucas.
Maybe it was this truck, though. This truck then.
Yeah. So the G Brothers machine, Tool, Keith Shocks on it, McCarthy, followed by Anderson, Ronnie, and that NAS Energy, and then the U.S. Air Force behind him, Sorensen.
Yeah, I'm looking at lap times right now. Ricky G, his fastest lap, it was on lap 2 with a 50.87. And he's the only driver in the 50-second bracket. No one's even in the 52-second bracket. Mason McCarthy's the second quick with a 50. He just kicked off a 51.9. And the track is really coming around because the laps are getting faster.
Drivers falling into their groove, too. Ricky G doing it, but I tell you, man, Mason McCarthy not doing a bad job at all. Hanging in there. There's Anderson not far off the pace. Nor is Sorensen. Of course, you see Brandon and Amanda doing a lot of the drift stuff now. Randy said, oh, we're getting the Pro 2 built. Well, there it is. He's out here. Great to see. McCarthy using that good VP fuel in that machine there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was just handed a radio by Ricky G's team, so maybe we can get a word with them during the Comp Yellow.
That would be cool.
You know, this track's fucking really rough, so I just don't want to be on the equipment.
Let's see if...
I appreciate that. You can drink your water now. You got water there, okay?
Hey, Ricky G, this is Scott Rain up in the sound deck. You got me?
Sir, I copy.
Hey, man, it looks like you got that thing dialed in so well. You're like getting ready to pack that thing up and head back to the Midwest to start that season. Are you afraid of what might happen yet with these last few laps? It's just a test for you? Because right now, you got a McCarthy right behind you that's pretty quick right now.
I'm just trying to take it easy. You know, this track's really, really rough right now. So, you know, there's a lot of runs. I know I had a pretty decent-sized gap. Just trying to be easy on the equipment. You know, you definitely want to be there for the second half of the race and have a better truck than you did in the first half. Just trying to play it smart.
Well, it's definitely a good call on your part, man. Time to get your game face back on and finish this race. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Ricky G. Live in-car audio as on the Comp Yellow. That was like a spur-of-the-moment thing. And Rick, his dad, I want to thank him for the opportunity. That kind of caught me off guard. But, man, the way you can throw things together so fast, that was pretty cool.
It's like white break tradition, Scott. You do this all the time. It's freaking awesome when you do it, so let's keep it going. I like that.
I just forgot.
Happens when you get old. I love it. And look at that. A lot of roost being thrown there. Don't want to be behind those trucks.
Now, keep in mind, this is something we haven't talked about either. These are basically OEM tires. They're no longer project tires.
DOTs, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the same exact tire that's on your truck down there in the pits, his truck down there in the pits, mine, and these guys are making it work.
And they do groove them a little bit. They can work on them as long as they're DOT fire. But a lot difference. And then, of course, the horsepower has been changed. You know, run that Midwest package now. They can only run a cast iron block. They can't run the aluminum.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons we don't see CJ running the Pro 2 anymore because...
Well, that's been a while ago. But the thing is,
that's why
here's really what's surprising about these tires in particular, all the brands. It's not so much the delamination of the tire surface, the treads. so much as it is keeping those sidewalls intact.
Yeah.
When they hit these jumps and they're already sideways except for the corners, it just puts such a huge G-force on the sidewall of these tires, and they're lasting.
Yeah, and over 800 horsepower you're throwing at them. That's what's incredible.
You know, quite a few years ago when Torque ran in Charlotte Motor Speedway for a couple of weekends, I remember getting to hang out with Ray Evernham. And I don't know if I ever told you about this, but it's like, as he was watching these trucks, I had him up in the booth, we were just hanging out. You go, what is the one thing that just surprises you about these off-road Pro 2s, Pro 4s as compared to a NASCAR? He's like, the fact that you can throw these things sideways in the air and land at speed, and nothing gets ripped up, nothing gets tore off, nothing gets bent or welds breaking, nothing.
That's some good fabrication is what that says.
Tell you, Ricky G's getting awfully close to breaking that 50-second mark into the 49s. He's got the quickest lap of the race by a full second over Mason McCarthy. I'm telling you, McCarthy's doing darn good today. He's improved drastically since the last round of racing.
Yeah, but here comes Ronnie Anderson trying to get up in his face. Brandon Sorensen also wants to get in that fight there. Looks like the elbows are going to start coming out as these three continue to battle. Anderson looks at the daylight to the inside. McCarthy's doing a nice little slide around the outside, fills the line.
Still no white flag. How about that? There's a battle for that final podium spot. Holy smokes.
Oh, man, this ain't over yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorensen peeks the inside. He's ducking inside in almost every corner, trying to find that opening. Anderson is not giving it to him.
As well as McCarthy is just taking the fastest way around that he can.
White flag is coming out this time around. White flag this time by for Ricky G. McCarthy's got the luxury of going the preferred line, and Sorensen goes around.
Ah, bummer. That was a good battle all the way. White flag's out.
Tell you, Ronnie's got another shot at McCarthy with one lap remaining. It didn't take long. It looks like Anderson's getting the hang of this whole Pro 2 thing. Look at this. Now within one truck length, the McCarthy. Anderson is on it. He's got 2 turns remaining. Ricky G all outside by himself. He's got a full straightaway lead on the entire field. 2 turns. Here goes McCarthy.
Anderson got in the loam there, and he lost a little traction.
Over-rotates again.
Bummer.
Here comes our leader out of the final turn. We spoke to him during the Comp Yellow. He's doing it again. Ricky G will take the win. Nice run by this man right here. Second. We'll go to Mason McCarthy. Third, Ronnie Anderson. And Brandon Sorensen. Where are you? There you are. Looks like he may have a little bit of damage to the front of his truck as he's pulling off the track. But one final time, we'll send Dave Arnold down trackside to the podium to meet our top 3 finishers in Pro 2. We'll be right back in just a moment with those top 3 interviews. Well, we got Dave Arnold down trackside, and our 3 drivers now up to the podium area. Let's get our boys up there.
Well, we got to wait for Ronnie. He had that AAA tow in coming in, so we're going to get him out of the truck there. We'll get little Ricky up here to do some explaining about the race.
Waiting on an Anderson? No, that's waiting on a woman. I'm sorry.
All right. So, Mason. That was winning. That was good. Good battle with Ronnie. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. He's gotta be famous.
Man, this thing's hot.
Yeah.
Right in my hand.
You don't have to hold it.
I don't know what it's like down there, Dave, but it looks like Ronnie Anderson's been beat up. Not sure if he's old enough to know who.
I think he's still recovering from the Nora run.
Looks like he's had a round or 2 with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Nora will do that to you. All right, here he makes it up here. Ronnie Anderson, well, just found out. Happy birthday, Ronnie Anderson. Very cool. Another Taurus. Yeah, buddy. There, cheers. Ronnie, got the Pro 2 again. Got to go play out there, have a little fun there, but don't like to see you coming on the hook, though.
Yeah, for sure. Having a ton of fun just learning this Pro 2. It's a ton different than the Pro Lights, so absolute blast learning, and good to have these guys up here to battle with. So just excited to be out here and keep learning stuff all weekend, and yeah.
Good time, and I know so many people that behind you guys. I mean, your social media that's going on, watching everything that's going, it's always entertaining, but it's all these sponsors that it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. We just came back from the Nora 1000, went all the way down the Baja Peninsula, so still recovering. Still the boys are recovering from that week-long race, but absolute blast, and got to thank NOS Energy Drink, Polaris Razor, BF Goodrich Tires, Walker Evans Racing, South Point, everyone who helps us out. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for the birthday boy, Ronnie Anderson, right there. We got Mason McCarthy kind of come on over here, talk to Mason. And Mason, I was so impressed just watching from how you drove last time to today. It was very impressive. Looks like you're getting some seat time.
Yeah, I mean, we changed some stuff on the truck, and it just worked great. And the new track was definitely awesome. Third jump's a little bit smaller, so a lot easier on the truck and on my body.
Yeah, it looks like you did, like you said, there's some adjustments there, because that thing just looked like it was on rails.
Yeah, I mean, we just made some new sway bar links, so the truck definitely comes into the corners a lot more flat, and we're not bicycling it anymore.
Well, that's good to see, and I know you probably want to thank some people for being here.
Yeah, I just got to thank the whole crew, Brian, Christian, Jake. Got to thank my dad for all the time and money he puts into this. And everyone who comes out to support me. Got to thank Croyer Motors, General Tires, VP, and Great American Short Course for putting on this event.
Well, very cool to see, and I always laugh when you see the General Tire, and you see all the family builds a lot of the movie cars, Fast and Furious we see, and they all have the General Tires on this, so that's always cool to see.
Yeah, General Tires definitely helps us out with tires for all the movies. I mean, the front tires, we're down some, so we just went and pulled some off a movie car and brought them out here.
So cool. Mason, good to see you always, buddy. And $100 K&N money to Ricky G there. Very cool. Ricky, you know, the new truck setup looking good. I know you got a new truck built. You guys redid this one. Thing is so low and mean, it just handles. That thing's just on rails, too.
Yeah, the boys have been working really hard in the shop this whole off season. I mean, we're just really getting ready for this upcoming season out in the Midwest. And just got to give a hands down to all my guys. You know, Charlie, Wayne, Ralph, my parents, Tyler, Charlie, Carter, everyone that comes out and helps us. I mean, it goes a long way, and you know, all the hours spent in the shop, it's worth something.
Well, very cool. And I know Ronnie and all the boys and you and all that getting ready to go to Anago, get that opening round, Champ Off-Road.
Yeah, no, it's the Pro 2 class this season is going to be really rowdy. We're going to have a lot of work to do. I mean, it's not going to be easy if we want to get a championship, but, all of our hard work will hopefully pay off at the end of the season.
I know you got a lot of sponsors that make it all possible.
Yeah, I want to thank G Brothers, King Shocks, Motul, those Kenda tires out there. That track was super rutted up, and they were just handling great through it. Sparco, MPI Innovations, Wilson Motorsports, Lone Kid Racing, K&N Filters, all the guys, Rugged Radios, Sparco, VP Fuels, and FK Rod Ends, NGK Spark Plugs. Everyone else who I forgot, I want to thank you guys and Great American Short Course for putting on an awesome event.
Well, there it is. Ricky G up on top, Ricky Gutierrez. And then let's give it up one more time for Ronnie Anderson, Mason McCarthy. And on top of the box is Ricky G, finishing it up here. A great day of racing here at Glen Helen. Sun's still high in the sky. Scott, you're still in the booth. Let's take it home.
You got it, Dave. And once again, final congratulations to the top 3 finishers in Pro 2. Very, very cool race to witness and to know that these guys are preparing their race trucks, their teams, their programs to head to the Midwest for the summer series in Champ Off-Road, and it's nice to have them here. So on behalf of the entire staff, myself, Dave Arnold, and Lee and Poppy Perfect, and everyone involved in the Great American Short Course powered by Optima Batteries, we had a great time today bringing you all the racing action. Tomorrow we'll be doing it all over again with qualifying at 8:30 a.m. You can find us on all the social medias. We'll be going racing at 12 noon for round 4. No, wait, yeah, is it round 4 of the Great American Short Course 2022 season? Once again, we had a great time today. We'll see everybody again tomorrow morning at 8:30 Pacific time for qualifying and leading into racing at noon. We'll see everybody then. Goodbye, everybody.